Thank you very much for joining Konami at our second annual Pre-E3 show 2012. My name is Tomoyuki Saboi, President of Konami Digital Entertainment America. We have an exciting show planned for you this evening. Tonight, we'll take you behind the scenes with members from our production teams, as well as world premiere new game trailers from our key titles. This year is an exciting one for us, as we are not only focused on bringing the best titles to market. This year we are celebrating the 25th anniversary for one of Konami's most successful franchises, Metal Gear Solid. We began celebrating the success of Metal Gear at the Art of Video Games exhibition, which debuted at the Smithsonian Museum in Washington, D.C. There's a lot more to share, though, and to begin our show, I would like you all to be the first to get a look into our new development studio, which just opened in the San Francisco area. Since last year, Konami has made major strides in building a strong portfolio, and this studio will be the base for the worldwide introduction of our upcoming social games. But before I leave you, on behalf of Konami, I would like to thank you all for your continued support, and I hope you enjoy our show.
My name is John Colligan. I'm the Director of Operations for our social and social mobile portfolio at Konami. And what we're doing here in the Bay Area is housing our operations team and a couple of studio teams who are making games for both Facebook, social networks, and mobile platforms. The primary mission of the operations team is to support our social and social mobile portfolios via user acquisition, marketing, product management, and community management. Konami decided to open an office in the Bay Area because this is where all of our first-party partners such as Apple, Facebook, and Google are. The key talent that we're trying to grow this office with is all in this area. Some of the titles that we've been working on here are Frogger Pinball, which is on Facebook, and Twilight Carnival, which is also on Facebook. These games are played better with friends anytime, anywhere. Our team's also made Frogger Pinball on iOS, and soon we'll be coming out with a new spin on that called Frogger Frenzy. Our team is also supporting and has produced Frogger Classic, which can be found on the Chrome Web Store. So the production cycle at Konami for a social game generally takes about 6 months, talking about concepts and sort of brainstorming games that we'd like to work on. And then after that, it's off to the races as far as production. Typically, it takes about 4 to 5 months of production. Then the real work begins, honestly, in this space and there's no more production. Really, the game is alive once we launch it on Facebook. And we're looking at the analytics, the telemetry on a daily basis, and making iterations to those games based on what players are doing, what they're not doing, what the community wants, and things like that. And that can go into perpetuity depending on the title's success. The operations team has been able to close a deal with Zynga to publish Konami social games across their network of 240 million monthly active users. It's big news for us, and we're really proud of that accomplishment. So our studios here are working on some games on both mobile and social mobile platforms, and I can't speak too much about what they're working on, but our audience can be very excited about what's coming out in the coming months.
My name is Masuda Kei, and I am lead developer at PES Productions here at Konami. The main concepts behind PES 2013 were based on fan feedback from our PES community and official Facebook page. After reviewing all the feedback, we decided to focus on 2 main concepts: enhanced player individuality, or player ID, and full control over the ball. Taking these concepts as a starting point, we developed a number of improvements and challenges for the game. Players we selected for Player ID are a mixture of top talent, listed by various official authorities in Europe and South America, and some promising youngsters. Their unique movements and advanced techniques were carefully recreated for the game. An example is Cristiano Ronaldo from Real Madrid. He has a very distinctive style of running and dribbling, and we've emulated those actions down to the smallest detail. To allow users full control, we focused on creating and developing many new options for the ball holder. A key feature we added was a completely new dribble system, deft touch dribbling. Using this system, players have close control of the ball in tighter spaces and can skip past a defender. We also improved passing and now offer two different types of lofted passes. The first is a low and fast pass, and the second is a high and slow pass. Another major improvement is dynamic first touch. For example, using a flick, players can now lift the ball over opponents' heads and keep going forward, or use it to volley home while it's still in midair. To balance out the many offensive improvements, we increased the number of defensive options too. An example is response defending. Defenders are no longer just going for the ball, as in previous versions. Response defending is a new system which enables accurate and easy control over defenders. Users now have total control over the timing of tackles. For example, players can now intentionally foul an attacker moving into the box, taking away a chance to shoot. The AI has improved too, which can be seen in a more balanced defense near the box and intelligent response to the position of the ball. Additionally, we have new keeper animations, and we've improved their decisions and reactions. To allow users to share their love of PES 2013, we've enhanced My PES, our social networking app. We're also planning a downloadable demo, which we hope you're looking forward to. Now I have a special message from a friend of mine.
Olá, eu sou Cristiano Ronaldo, para vos informar que eu sou a capa do Pro Evolution 2013. Espero que vocês possam gostar do jogo, como eu gosto, que tenham a oportunidade de jogar, porque é um jogo extremamente bom, divertido. Sigam-me no Facebook e no Twitter, porque lá tem todas as informações. Espero que possam gostar muito deste jogo. Tchau.
See you at E3!
Hello everyone, my name is Hideo Kojima. It's a pleasure to meet you. Robot anime, which is very popular in Japan, was the original inspiration for Zone of Enders. The main concept of the game was to create a world within which the robots move effortlessly. Typically robots have two legs and walk around slowly like boom, boom, boom. But the Zone of Enders robots are much faster and can move very smoothly. They practically swim across the screen, they move so freely. When it was first released, Zoe was completely different from anything else that was out at that time. It was a game with computer graphics, but it also utilized Toon Shader to capture elements of anime and cell anime within this robotic world. This version of Zoe is HD. It will be released on PS3 and will also be available for the first time on Xbox 360. One of the areas where you can really notice the higher resolution is when you look at the robot's decals. In the previous versions of the game, their resolution was quite low, so a lot of work was put into restoring those areas. We're excited because we think the mech fans will really be able to enjoy these new details. To announce the release of the HD edition, we created a new opening animation with the help of Sunrise, the renowned robot anime studio. With their collaboration, we're able to capture the smooth, beautiful anime feel that is at the heart of the Zoe world. This new trailer includes a lot of the amazing Zoe action scenes from both games, so please check it out. Metal Gear was born from my desire to create something new, something that had never been made before. At the time, invader-style shooting games were the most popular. And I wanted to make a game that didn't involve shooting, but rather, I wanted to make a game that focused on hiding and moving forward. After Metal Gear was released, I received an incredible amount of positive feedback from many people. So I ended up continuing the series for 25 years. Over that time, there were vast improvements in all the hardware platforms. But the biggest change for us was with Snake. In the first Metal Gear, he was 2D and couldn't speak, so all of his dialogue had to be shown as text. There was also no linear music. As time passed, we added music, and then he could speak, and then he became three-dimensional. His joints and fingers started to move, he gained facial expressions and wrinkles, and over time we came to see the Metal Gear Snake we know today. I don't think there's another medium where you can really observe these sorts of evolutions. When I first joined the video game industry 26 years ago, video games were considered the furthest thing from an art form, and you would never see them near a museum. And though that was the perception, I believed that someday it would change, and the world would see video games differently. So I just kept making them. Finally, after 25 years, Metal Gear Solid was featured at a major American museum. It was at the prestigious Smithsonian Museum in an exhibition called The Art of the Video Game. That makes me very proud, and it makes me very glad that I chose to devote myself to this job. But what I think made all of this possible was our tremendous fans. All the incredible fans around the world. We hope that more people will get a chance to experience Metal Gear and become familiar with the series. Last year, the HD collection was released on Xbox 360 and PS3. And this year, a 3DS version of Metal Gear Solid 3 will be released. Then, on June 12th, it will be released on Vita format. So with our 25th year anniversary, I hope people will get the opportunity to rediscover the original Metal Gear and get excited for upcoming events, including the release of Metal Gear Rising. We are also very excited about the new Fox engine, which I can't say too much about for now, but please stay tuned.
This game has not yet been rated.
After the Patriots, I thought I could walk off the battlefield and into a normal life.
A country plagued with civil war entrusts its fate and the life of its leader to a man reborn as a machine.
I was born with the wrong sign, in the wrong house, with the wrong ascendancy. I took the wrong road that led to the wrong tendencies. I was in the wrong place, at the wrong time, for the wrong reason and the wrong rhyme. On the wrong day, at the wrong week, I used the wrong method with the wrong technique.
In a world of asymmetric war, where you don't know who you're fighting, it's hard to know what you're fighting for. After the fall of the Sons of the Patriots, cyborg technology runs rampant and information flows freely. But the truth is lost on those who refuse to see. And when the battle raging around you reflects the battle within, the only path back to the light is through the darkness.
I told myself this was about justice, about protecting the weak, but I was wrong.
Within the Metal Gear series, Raiden has always been this really cool character with incredible action scenes. Unfortunately, these scenes were always cutscenes that users weren't able to control. So we heard this universal cry from our fans that they wanted the opportunity to actually be able to control Raiden and play through those action sequences. We answered that call by creating Metal Gear Rising, which will allow users to control Raiden and get to really enjoy those amazing action scenes for the first time as a player. When the decision was made to outsource the development of Rising to another studio, we knew there was really only one choice. We knew it had to be Platinum Studios, a company that has brought so many great action games to the world.
Our studio's motto is that we make action games, but it goes beyond that. We really believe that we are the best action game company in the world. Our goals are simple. We want our users to be very excited playing our titles, and for that gameplay experience to be as easy and intuitive to control as possible. I believe we are a company that consistently accomplishes that.
The main focus of this game is slashing, and being able to aim your sword blows exactly where you want them. Having complete control over your katana and how you wield it is the main element. You can slash up a wall that happens to be in your way and create your own routes. Sometimes you can even slash background objects and use those as weapons against enemies too.
The battles among cyborgs were obviously one of the core elements of the title. However, within these battles, the real drama is from the collision of these characters' faith with Raiden's.
In addition to all this slashing action, Raiden also has this dash mode called Ninja Run, where he can jump around and over background objects. This mode allows you to run farther and higher than normal. You can use it to attack your opponents from anywhere, and hopefully it will really change the way you approach battling enemies. To increase gameplay options, there are also many non-katana weapons available to use.
So exactly 9 years has passed since Metal Gear Solid 4, and in all the previous titles, Snake was the main hero who was mentoring this troubled youth, Raiden.
悩める若者としてスネークに教えを請うような立場として出てきてたんですけれど
Now Raiden has grown up, but he is still suffering from the wounds to his soul he received from the civil war he fought in.
心に傷を負ったというような内面も抱えてますので
So he's become a hero with a dark past, one who is constantly haunted by this guilt, which is an important part of the story that we wanted to tell through the cutscenes.
We designed this title, first and foremost, for fans of action games. That being said, Kojima Productions has worked very hard to keep the Metal Gear universe alive within this game, so we think it will really appeal to series fans as well.
Metal Gear is an important franchise, and within that franchise there is this amazing character called Raiden. Our responsibility is to make sure that gamers love him.
We'll show you some of Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance with our trailer video, but at its core, this is an action game. So you won't be able to experience it or really understand how good it feels until you actually play it.
You should be able to witness Raiden's destruction and experience firsthand how good it feels to play this game. I hope that at E3 you will get a chance to experience Metal Gear Rising and enjoy playing it as much as we've enjoyed making it.
Come to our booth at E3 and you'll get to see the first playable version of Rising in the world.
ライジングのプレイヤブルがあります。世界初の触れるライジングになってますので、ぜひそちらで触っていただいて、あらゆるもの
So we hope you'll come down, slash up a lot of stuff, and I look forward to seeing all of you there.
お待ちしております。
Okay, Jack, thank you for coming in. Hey, you look like a hard worker. Before we start, could I ask you to remove the, Perfect. Seems you've been unemployed for the past 4 years, not uncommon in this economy. We're gonna find the right atmosphere for you. How do you feel about children's birthday parties? Alright, children's parties didn't work out, that's okay, we're moving right along. Do you know anything about plumbing? Gourmet chef. Professional dog walker. Town crier. Ladies love skateboarders. Break dancer. You know what, Jack? Screw corporate America. You're an artist.
You suck.
You know what, Jack? I don't know what your deal is. I really don't. I've literally given you the best job offers that have come through this office in the past 10 years. So this is the final offer, and if you mess this up, you're out on the street begging for change. Cybernetic Private Military Security Officer. Does that sound like something you'd be able to handle? Thank you for coming in. I just helped a friend of yours get his dream job, and you know what? We're gonna do the same for you. How do you feel about children's birthday parties?
Jehuti, won't do kids' parties?
We have achieved another round 4.
We do have one more surprise for you. That's right. Castlevania Lords of Shadow 2 is currently in development. We will have more to share later this year. please look forward to future announcements. For now, thanks again for watching. We hope you enjoyed our show. Including the titles I introduced today, we'll be releasing more news and updates during E3 week at our website. Be sure to check us out on Konami.com. And don't forget to like us on Facebook. Thank you.
Konami.